Hi.
Guys.
Dexter
Hi.
Resurrection Finale Night. I'm sad. But we are so lucky tonight to have the lovely JillMarie Lawrence, who plays Constance Kamara on Dexter Resurrection with us. Welcome, JillMarie.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you. And I'm glad that Tari introduced us and yeah, and I was so glad that I got to show you my little meme that I made.
Yes.
I'll have to send it to you later. By the way,
Okay.
guys, this is so I showed this guys, I showed this to JillMarie before we started, and I hate to laugh at my own memes, but
It's an excellent meme.
Out of it.
Too funny. So, too funny.
I'll have to send you that later tonight.
Okay.
But before we get started, we always like to start with a fun little speed round of silly questions.
Okay.
And see how many you can answer in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, you up for the challenge, JillMarie?
I am up for the challenge.
All right. If you can't think of an answer, you can say pass. And then I'll just tally up as many questions that you answered at the end, and we'll see if you can beat our reigning champion, Reese Antoinette.
Okay.
All right, Jazz, let me know when you're ready with the timer.
Yes, ready, go.
What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
The best Wi-Fi
name that you've ever seen?
I don't know. Pass.
What superhero or villain would make the best therapist?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
If life was like a musical and people started singing and dancing out of nowhere, what song would you bust out with?
Memory with Cats.
If animals could talk, which do you think would be the most boring?
The most boring. A skunk.
How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
None.
Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
Never.
Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
Yes.
What is the worst / most annoying catchphrase?
Give me some of that.
What's something completely ridiculous and silly that you believed as a kid?
I thought it was safe to put Vicks Vapor Rub inside of your nostrils. Don't ask me why.
Which of the 7 dwarves do you most relate to?
Dumbo?
Dopey.
Dopey, yeah.
Dopey.
What is the most boring sport?
Lacrosse.
Time.
All right. Okay, so you didn't beat Reese, but you did beat Ntari. You got 10. So
okay.
You're right in the middle.
Okay, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm the mama and the wife in the middle. Okay, that sounds about right, I guess.
Reese zipped through them like she hacked into my computer and stole the questions ahead of time. So we're gonna be talking to Eric next week, so we'll see how he does.
We'll see where he falls. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, you beat Ntari, so
okay. That's funny.
But yeah, let's Jazz, do you want to start with the questions we had for her?
Yeah, absolutely. The
Kamaras we know you have to fly, so we won't keep you too long.
Okay.
The Camaros are a kind and welcoming family. They welcomed Dexter in with almost no hesitation. This being such a tumultuous time in our country for immigrants, were you all aware when you were shooting the importance of showing a normal immigrant family on a popular show like Dexter?
I think so. Yeah. We were. You mean were we aware? Were we really aware of that?
Just like it's a lot of people. Like I'm friends with a lot of immigrant families, and they are. It's something that people are talking about. How nice it is to see this portrayal on TV, especially with what a like uneasy time it is to be an immigrant. Was that something you guys were like cognizant of while you were shooting? Like
We,
the
I think
climate of
so.
today?
I mean, given the even the political climate, with what's going on and the the um the intensity of the migrants in the city of New York, I thought
Mm-hmm.
all of that, the timing of that was very interesting. The short answer is yes. I think we were very much conscientious of it and aware of
Awesome.
it.
Jazz, you can go ahead and read the next
Okay.
one. I've got a couple that
Um,
I'm adding.
is Constance aware of her husband's dark past? And if so, how did she react to finding out?
I think Constance is certainly aware, um, but she's a fierce protector of her husband. Um, and second part of that question, how is she?
How did she react to finding out?
Um, she probably was blindsided. You know, it was a revelation for her.
It's such a tragic story.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Yeah.
And I think she's certainly conscientious and aware of the sensitivity of his feelings about
Awesome.
it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Adding on to that, did you guys? I've heard of this happening sometimes. Did you guys, by any chance, kind of figure out a backstory at all? Did you talk about that at all? Like, about how you met or anything like that, or did you just kind of go with it?
Um, there was some conversation.
Yeah.
There's a process by actors. What we um, how we go about research and how we create, and there was some
Yeah.
backstory. That I think that heightens the storyline a little bit in terms of just the aesthetics.
Yeah.
So certainly.
I always I love hearing those stories whenever whenever I hear that, oh yeah, we talked about, we made up this whole, I forgot what interview that I was watching recently, where someone was talking about this whole like super detailed backstory that they came up with
Yeah.
for how they met, and it was really cute.
Yeah. And some actors are kind of protective about it. They don't want to share too much.
Right.
Some do. Um,
Yeah.
I, I'm one of the actors that speak from the platform of having a backstory and really sourcing off of that, and some measure of appreciation for how you gotta end up somewhere, but you come from somewhere,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
there's always that background. So sure.
Yeah. I hear you. Jazz.
There's some tension between Joy and Blessing this season, but we don't get Constance's side. Who does she believe is correct?
Um, she's kind of caught in the middle.
Yeah.
She she's caught in the middle. I mean, that's her baby girl. That's her only girl. And then on the flip side of that, as a parent, um, I understand his concerns.
Absolutely.
So that's sometimes it could be a kind of like a difficult position to be right there in the middle. Because again, that's my baby girl, and I love her. I want her to thrive. I certainly want her to do what she desires. But then I understand where daddy's coming from.
Yeah.
It was
Being
so
across the
nice.
country from your parent is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. It was so nice that one of the last shots that we got in the finale was of Blessing and Constance just having fun dancing at home. And because it's like he's obviously struggling, you know, and with all of the changes in his life, with Prudence dying and Joy moving away. And it was nice to get that the last time that we see them in season 1 is, you know, Constance and Blessing just looking like they're having a good time together. It was that was nice to see. It was glad
Having
for them.
fun, dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to. I really hope that next season we get to see like maybe some conversation between Constance and Blessing talking about you know, how they miss Joy and you know, just how they're dealing with that.
Yeah,
All those changes.
I hope to see that too.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. And even the dynamics between mommy and daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
I'd love that.
Mhm.
'Cause we love I mean, we love the really sweet scenes that we got with Blessing and Joy. But yeah, I would love to see more with Constance and Joy and, you know, and just the
Yeah,
3 of you together in general. That would be really nice.
absolutely.
But
I would love to see that too.
But of course, I mean, Blessing was kind of in a way the a replacement of sorts for Angel. Um, so which I think is probably why we didn't see as much of the Kamaras in season 1, but I'm hoping that in season 2 we'll get a much bigger focus.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Angel. Boy, what a character.
Yeah. Yeah. We
It's something. It is. I hope to see that as well. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. We everybody was so sad about that, but at least everyone saw it coming, so we were kind of let down easy in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
what's so funny is the joke that I kept making all season is when, first of all, when Blessing, as soon as everybody met Blessing, people were immediately guessing like, oh, this guy's so nice and friendly, and they're gonna break our hearts by killing him at the end. And I was saying, before anybody else was, no. Blessing's gonna be the new Angel. Angel's gonna die. And so the joke that I've been making all season is with their names, Blessing and Angel, and them being like both the moral compasses of the Dexterverse. And
Oh wow!
I was like,
Wow!
if Dexter gets a girlfriend named like Nevea or something, or Heavenly, we got to start worrying about Blessing.
Yeah, that's very. Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Um,
that's a interesting like kind of twist.
yeah.
You have quite an imagination, my dear.
Yeah. Ask Antari. We throw it all out there.
Yeah, I mean, no, you got my mind kind of swirling around thinking about. Ooh, the plot thickens. Oh, well, let's see. Let's see where this goes. Let's see.
Jazz.
Constance made the interesting choice to give away Prudence's cat collection at her funeral as tokens to remember her by. If you had to pick an item for yourself, what would you choose to give away at your funeral as a memento?
Recipes.
Ooh,
I like that.
recipes.
That's really cool. That's like
Mhm.
that's such a beautiful thing to pass down to friends and family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably have them all um, rolled up and tied with a ribbon.
That's
Various
Oh,
recipes.
great
Various recipes.
answer.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. I like that.
Yeah.
What's your specialty that you make?
Constance or JillMarie?
JillMarie.
I make a very good pot of chili, turkey ground
Oh,
chili.
nice.
Ooh.
I make
Love good chili.
a good pot of chili. I make an excellent eggplant Napoleon. Have you ever heard of that?
No,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
haven't.
you have. Okay. Well, can
Yeah,
I do
I
the
have.
honors and say what it is?
Please.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it is you take eggplant and put them in slices, round like medallion slices, and you put breadcrumbs on it, and you fry it in olive oil, and then you take fresh mozzarella, and you take slices of the mozzarella, and you take slices of tomato. So you have eggplant, tomato, mozzarella, eggplant, tomato, mozzarella. And then you get a nice meat sauce and you drizzle the meat sauce over it and you garnish it with a fresh basil. And it's fabulous.
That sounds
Nice.
amazing.
That does
It's
sound
really
good.
delicious. It's really delicious.
I I can't cook anything. I make amazing pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and that's about it.
Ooh, ooh, that sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
make them like,
fabulous. Pumpkin chocolate chip cookies?
yep,
That
love
That
sounds
them.
sounds
nice.
fun.
But we just got our peach tree just started fruiting for the first time, so I might start making some recipes with peaches. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. Jazz.
I just want to throw this one in because I didn't write this one down, but since we had our pre-show chat, I was wondering, you talked about being in theater for the majority of your life. What's your favorite show that you've ever done?
I did a show called Long Time Since Yesterday,
Hmm.
and it was about 6 women who came together sadly because we all came up in college together, and it was 7 of us, but it ended up being 6 because one of them, the that one, she took her life. And when we came together, there were so many revelations and life-changing moments and teachable moments and pivotal moments in that play. It was written by a woman by the name of P.J. Gibson. P.J. passed away like 2 years ago, and she has some wonderful plays. She has another play called Brown Silk and Magenta Sunset, and
Ooh,
she was just a wonderful playwright, and I really feel like her work was never really fully realized. But she had, she had plays that were produced, but I really wish that she could have gotten on more of a national platform with her
great
work.
answer. You have any
Yeah,
dream roles that you still wanna achieve?
I would like to be Lady M in the Scottish play.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Hmm.
that would be
Hmm.
so great.
Hmm.
That'd be
Hmm.
great.
I'm a
Yeah.
theater kid, so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
get that in
Okay.
there.
Yeah. We're
Now
both theater
I did
kids.
children's theater for a little while too, and children's theater is really fantastic because that is the most honest audience you could perform for.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I played Charlotte in Charlotte's Web when I did
Oh,
children's theater. Yeah, that was fun.
that's so
Cool.
much fun.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Jazz.
Um, Constance seems like a firm but fair landlord. Would you rent from Constance, and which of you would make the better landlord?
Constance is, yeah, she's she's anti bull crap.
Yeah.
And what a great description of Constance, it's someone's wife, loyal, and despite her hospitality and genuine niceness, she asks questions and do background checks on everyone. So yes, Constance. You said of the
Okay.
two, who would be? It would be Constance.
You know,
Very cool.
you know why I would rent from Constance in a heartbeat? Because I've had some really bad landlord situations, and Constance actually owns and understands the landlord tenant handbook.
Thank you.
I love that they included that.
Yes.
She goes and fetch that handbook. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Constance has seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think Constance knows some slumlords that live around the way, and she may feel passionate about what's correct, what's true and correct, and fair, and equity and fairness. Yes.
Love that.
I was pretty geeked out when I saw that, because the couple of situations that I had in Chicago were so bad that I practically memorized that handbook.
Oh wow.
And
Wow.
so when I saw a landlord actually pulling it out, I was like, I love it. Dexter's in good hands.
Yeah. That scene was a little modified down a little bit, but I was so glad that was saved. That moment was saved. Absolutely.
Me too. Can you tell us anything that was cut out of there at all?
It was just, she was just very stern and concerned about the mold issue. And if that young lady signed that lease, that landlord is on the hook.
Yeah.
That landlord is on the hook.
Yeah.
He needs to be very clear. If she signed that lease, that landlord is on the hook, and he needs to correct that. That mold is, as I said in that scene, mold is serious business.
Yeah.
So it was just a moment like that, just a moment of just making it clear that he's on the hook if she signed that lease. Period.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
By the way, Rachel Cash is in our chat, and she just wanted to say thanks, JillMarie, for chatting with everyone.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
I do have a question that kind of just a fun question. Is there a story that you can share from the set of just a really funny memory that you have from set?
Oh my gosh. You're putting me on the spot here. Hang on. Well, the food is really good on the set.
Oh, I'm sure.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It does. They can be really hit or miss by experience.
Yeah. I have to say I was somewhat embarrassed, but I'm gonna go ahead and share it. Dexter is such a big operation, right? And one day on the set, someone comes up to me and they say hello, and I said, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I said, "Are you one of the designers?" Because there's so many designers,
Gotcha.
set designers, lighting designers, tech, and different costume designers, and so many different designers.
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you one of the designers?" He said, "No, I'm the creator." I was like, "Oh." I was so embarrassed because I wasn't. I didn't have, and I've seen him. I've seen Clyde. I've seen Clyde. I've seen him, in publications and interview. And for some reason, when I was looking at him that day, I didn't connect the dots. I don't know why, but he said, "I'm the creator." I said, "Oh my dickens!" Of course, I grabbed him immediately and hugged him. And that was just, I just felt so embarrassed. I just wanted to go and crawl it under a rock after I had that conversation. He said, "Well, I'm the creator." I said, "Oh my God, Clyde!" It was
that's
that
so
was just
funny.
a very funny and goofy moment for me.
That's so funny. Well, he's not really as public as like Scott Reynolds is,
Right.
So Scott Reynolds is a lot more public facing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, one day he stuck his head in the hair and makeup, and one of the makeup artists he's asked where somebody was, and they said, "Well, who are you? Who are you?" "I'm the creator." Oh my God, So those moments can happen. Those moments can happen.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Now, were you a fan of the show before, or did you just?
No, Dexter snuck up on me. I had heard about Dexter, but I was not a follower.
Yeah.
Initially, I was not. And then, now that I'm part of that family, my parents, both of them are 90 years old,
Yeah.
so my dad being a former actor and director, I can feed it to him in bits and pieces. The jury is still out with my mom. I just got to be very honest. I don't. How do you explain to your mother that somebody's going to take a knife and how you going to do that? I just, you guys just keep me in prayer on that end. But
we will do that.
Yes, do that, please.
She'll come around.
I'm kind of taking you guys to Egypt and back again, but I hope I'm answering these questions.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. No, when Constance is on the screen a little bit more in season 2, she'll come around. I bet she'll come around.
Yeah. I
You might not get her to watch.
I think so. I gotta show her my scenes, and I will creep up with the bloody stuff in time. My sister's like, "Jill, she's not gonna go for it." She's 90 years old. But again, just keep me in prayer, ladies. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
Yes, we will do that. I just have one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you could play any other character on Dexter Resurrection, who would it be?
If there was any other character that I could play on Dexter Resurrection, probably that female lead detective.
Okay.
Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you get to bust a move in the finale.
Yeah. Or I could be this little. Do you see this little one?
Hi, buddy. Oh, what a cutie.
Her name is Makiba.
Oh,
Makiba, that's beautiful.
That was kind of like a Herculean moment, but she's kind of heavy. She's kind of heavy.
What a cutie. Is she a pit or a pit mix?
She is a red-nosed micro bully.
Okay. She's so cute.
Yes. I mean, it's a micro bully, but a gentleman in the elevator the other day, he said, "Ma'am, I'm looking at her paws and there's nothing micro about her." But she's supposed to be a micro bully. She is the runt of the litter.
Yeah. Before we go, I am so sorry to keep you on the hook here, but I just want to ask you really quick. Before we started, you were telling us a great story about your connection to Sharon, who played Prudence. Can you just share that again so our audience can
Oh,
hear?
yes. Sharon and I go back, I want to say we go back almost 25 years. My dad introduced me to her, and we did not know that we both were reading for the part. We live in the same building, we're neighbors, and we didn't even know that we were reading for each other. We didn't know that we were reading for Dexter. And then I found out that she um was cast as my mother-in-law, and I was absolutely thrilled. I never, when I met her years ago, I want to say, I said 25, I want to say 30 years. When I met her, I was a, young lady in college, and I just never thought that our paths would end up crossing professionally in this way, in this fashion. And she's being my mother-in-law. So when I got the news that she was my mother-in-law, I jumped up. I was thrilled. I ran over to my dad's tower in the apartment complex we live in. My dad is in one tower, I'm in the other tower. And I had to, I didn't want to get on the phone. I wanted to tell him in person. And he was so thrilled. He was happy to know that she is playing my mother-in-law in the show.
I love that. That's such a
Yeah.
great
That's
story.
so cool.
Yeah. I was
Crazy
thrilled.
that
I
you
was
guys were
thrilled about that.
neighbors.
Yes.
Jazz, did you have anything
I
before
think that's everything. I think I got on my
JillMarie,
question.
other than encouraging people to, to keep supporting the Dexterverse? Is there anything that you wanted to plug before you go? Any upcoming work or
No, just be on the lookout for the next season. I'm always doing something. You
Yeah.
will probably you might hear my voice. You might go on Walmart and hear my voice. I do a lot of voiceovers. Um, and I try to stay busy, but I'm also on double duty. I caregive for my dad. Both my parents are 90 years old, so I caregive for my dad,
That's
and
wonderful.
my sister's doing the same thing for my mom upstate.
Oh, I love that. That's so good to
Yeah,
hear.
thank
Well,
you.
JillMarie, I thank you so much. I'm sorry we kept you a little longer than we had
That's
planned.
okay. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm ever so grateful, and I'll just sign off and say to be continued.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, it's
Right.
And
happening.
yeah, we will we definitely hope to have you back with us next season. And it was great chatting with you. And thank you
Well,
so much.
thank you again, and thanks for the love and the support for Dexter.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Have a
All
good
right.
night, Jill.
Stay
Mhm.
safe. Stay safe, ladies.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she was so lovely.
I know. What a nice person.
I know. She's great. She's so sweet.
Mhm.
I loved the story. I felt bad because we kept her a little longer than we intended to, but I wanted her to get that story and about.
I know. We really had some interesting pre-show chatter that I felt bad wasn't recorded.
I know. I kind of wish it had been.
Yeah.
But so I'm seeing a lot of the by the way, hi Rachel. I said it in the chat already, but hi. um I'm pretty I kind of have been looking online, and it seems like everybody is really raving about the finale.
Yeah.
And saying it's their favorite. I don't know that anything will ever beat the season 1 finale of the original series for me.
Mhm.
The season 4 finale was a big one. That's a lot of people's favorite.
I was real mad. It's not my favorite. I was big mad. I had to take a day off after that.
I mean, it was probably the most shocking episode, the most shocking episode I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
And it was excellent, but I mean, I still get chills every time I think about the flashback and the you remember now, you know?
Mhm.
Like I get chills whenever I think about it. Nothing will ever beat that for me.
It was incredible.
Yeah. But no, this was definitely up there. I mean, it was amazing. And it seems like it seems like a lot of people are annoyed about the Don Frampt thing, but I'm just not. I mean, Al is using a last name alias.
Mhm.
So I'm not convinced that that's his name.
I'm not convinced it's his name either.
Yeah.
The only thing that bothered me about it is it really did feel like they were leaving clues for the audience to guess. And with what they gave us at the end, there's no way anyone could have guessed that. You know, it's not a name anyone's ever heard before. I was annoyed about it at first, but I'm assuming that there's going to be more coming in season 2 about it. And that sounds like just the end of the New York Ripper story. So I'm willing to wait.
What if? So we talked on our episode breakdown, and I didn't tell you this yet, but guys, I'm really sorry. I threw my back out and I meant to get the episode up today and didn't. So it's going to go up tomorrow, I promise. And I have a theory. Like I've been complaining all season about Aster and Cody not being mentioned in this or in New Blood. But what made sense for me is that in New Blood, they never intended for it to be more than one season.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter was supposed to be definitively dead until they decided to bring him back to life. But because of that, it made sense. It wasn't necessarily that weird that Aster and Cody were left out. It seemed very weird in Resurrection, but it was obvious from the finale that they treated this like it was going to be a one season thing in case they didn't get renewed. So what if the New York Ripper is Paul's dad?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because
that's really interesting.
The murder seemed to have taken place in the 90s. We know that they're from Orlando, but you know, he could have lived in New York.
Did you see that there was like a big group of fans that thought Prater was the Ripper? Even though he was like a child at the time, they were like, all the wounds are gut height, so he obviously could have, it's as high as he could reach to rip them.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think that tracks science-wise. Like, he was a child at the time.
Yeah.
Not that, I don't know, maybe there's child serial killers out there, but I've never heard of one.
Serial killers. Rachel said, I thought it was great. I have episode 11 of the season 1 OG on right now. These last 2 episodes are amazeballs for sure. Yeah,
they are.
I mean, I think the Brian reveal is one of the greatest moments in TV.
It is. It's really cool.
Yeah. I just fucking chills. I will never forget watching that, what it was like to see that for the first time. Just so good. So good. I never saw it coming because
I told you, like, I was onto him right away. I was like, this is the bad guy, but I had no idea he was going to be Dexter's brother. Like, that blew my mind.
Yeah, and everyone was waiting for the reveal of Dexter and Deborah finding out that he's the ice truck killer. Meanwhile, there was a much bigger reveal that nobody anticipated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless they read the book. If they read the book, then they might have figured it out. They might have suspected it, you know? I don't think Brian dated Deborah in the book. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't think that was the case.
That was pretty creepy thing to do.
Yeah. But he did kidnap her and wanted to kill her together with Dexter. So once he kidnapped her, I'm sure anybody who had read the book was like, oh God, he's Brian. You know?
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. But we still have, I'm sorry guys, my mouth is so dry right now. I don't know why. We still have the last 2 episodes of the original Dexter series to get through. So now that this is over, Wednesdays are going to, for the next couple of weeks or next few weeks, Wednesday nights are going to be our Alien Earth live after shows. So make sure you swing by for that. By the way, also, sorry, I totally forgot to mention it. Happy belated to Jazz.
Oh, thank you.
I know I already posted the thing and everything, but just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, so Wednesday, we're trying to stick to a new content every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So right now we've got Wednesday night Alien Earth live after shows. And then Friday and Sunday, on Sundays, we're going to be releasing our Daryl Dixon episode breakdowns. We're going to be late with it this week because of the Dexter Resurrection finale, but starting next week, we'll be on time. So those will come out every Sunday. And so the next couple of Fridays, we will be finishing off our Dexter season 1 coverage. And then we'll jump into something else, most likely Buffy. So we'll see what's happening with that. It's going to be fun to watch that again.
Looking forward to it.
I don't even know what network it's on. I got to figure that out.
It's on, I just watched it. It's on Hulu and Disney
it's on
Plus.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to I'm excited to watch it because I never rewatched it.
That's
only
crazy to me. I've seen Buffy probably 30 times. There was a long stretch where I watched it every year in October for like 5 or 10 years.
Oh wow.
I watched Buffy until it gets to season 3, and then I sandwich in the Angel episode, so I watch it in the order that it aired.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I never finished Angel.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do it that way because the ending of Angel is like one of my favorite TV endings ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 5 of Angel, they do a soft reboot of the series in season 5, and it is excellent television.
That's awesome.
They end up working for the evil lawyer office in season 5. They take it over.
Okay, gotcha.
It's so much fun. Not to get into Buffy stuff right now, but it's coming.
That's awesome. But yeah, it's, we're also going to keep trying to get more interviews. We're actually speaking with Eric this coming week, who plays Sam on Dexter Resurrection. So we will have had the entire Kamara family, which is great.
We are officially Kamaras now.
Yes. But guys, I thank you so much for hanging with us all season. I'm excited to catch up on everything else. I usually kind of have this tiny feeling of relief when a season is over. But I'm really gonna miss this one.
This was so much fun. This season was just a hoot, just a blast to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fandom's been pretty chill.
Yeah, and the other thing that I loved about it is like I wasn't constantly under attack covering this show.
Yeah.
Like we were with Yellow Jackets and Severance.
And Severance.
We got some troll activity, but
yeah, it wasn't as bad as other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't, but you know, we're covering Daryl Dixon right now, and we get major targeted attacks when we cover that show. And of course, Yellow Jackets, because some people just feel the need to, they're obsessed with eliminating competition. So they just try to ruin other content creators' lives however they can. Fortunately, that is not the case that hasn't been the case with Dexter. And I'm very glad for that, because the show means so much to me. I mean, I've like been watching it for, obsessing over it for 20 years now. So I'm glad that we haven't really experienced that. So
Me
that's
too.
good. But we will keep you guys posted when we get season 2 news. And I need to be better about using the community tab, because I haven't been that great with it lately, so I apologize. But we are trying to stick to a consistent schedule of new content on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It might switch around what kind of content it is, but we are trying to get something out, whether it's a live or a pre-recorded episode, every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And then whenever we get interviews, we'll post those in addition. So we're planning on having a lot of stuff for you guys to watch and enjoy and participate in. So stick around, subscribe, turn your notifications on, all that jazz. We're gonna have merch soon. We're gonna be selling these La Pasión shirts. We're also gonna start a channel membership soon. Most of our live after shows get pulled down after like a week if they don't get enough views. So we're going to start a channel membership soon where you can have access to all of those that we've done over the past 3 years, and going forward, you can access the whole private catalog. So that'll be cool. Jazz, did you have anything that you wanted to say before we get out of here for?
No, I don't think so.
For the season,
I'm gonna miss it.
I know.
Looking forward to season 2.
Me too, so much so. Yes, Rachel, I hope you do follow Buffy with us. That would be awesome.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm really sad. I'm definitely gonna miss it. But I'm just glad they found their footing, and that they gave us they restored our faith and our trust, and gave us such a great I mean, they did honor to the franchise. They really did. So let's hope that they can hang on to it. And that the changes over at Showtime and Skydance don't affect it.
Did you see the article about the with Paramount Plus CEO today?
No.
They are ordering him to spend more hours in the office or get voted out. He's just at home on his couch acting shows.
I love it.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm like,
I
work, buddy.
That is amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's great. There are over 80,000 signatures now, by the way, on the Save Original Sin.
That's a lot of signatures.
It is. They're completely stupid if they don't renew it. Like, when Walking Dead started branching off into all these spin-offs, I was not happy about it, because I'm like, they're going to spread the writing so thin. Something's going to suffer. Original Sin is such a completely different animal. Like, it doesn't, and I don't see it affecting the storylines in Dexter Resurrection in a way that they're not prepared for. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why it's a completely different animal. I don't understand why they wouldn't.
It makes no sense to me. It's a successful show. Like,
yeah.
Don't we want successful shows?
Yeah. Bring it back before they make Patrick Gibson movie James Bond in addition to the video game, because
Yeah.
then we're never gonna get him back. They'll insist on bringing Michael C. Hall in and throwing another Bieber wig on. 53-year-old Michael C. Hall playing
Oh,
playing
God.
20-year-old Michael C. Hall.
Oh, man. I cracked up so hard the first time I saw that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And I love that the answer to Deborah was just cover her face up as much as possible, give her bangs and big glasses,
Bangs and glasses,
and just push her hair in front of her face a lot. So funny. But yeah, I need Brian. I need more Brian. God damn it. And the guy, I'm so sorry. I feel bad that I forgot the actor's name, but he was great.
Yeah, he really was.
Yeah.
I was excited to see more of his. It's really seemed like the plan was to give him more focus in season 2.
Yeah.
I hope we get to see that.
He really, it could not have been that easy to channel Christian Camargo's Brian, because it's not like he was on the show for multiple seasons or anything, you know. But he really did. Like, yeah,
he did.
He really did a great job of, like, he kind of nailed his mannerisms and yeah, I need more Brian so much. Just my favorite TV villain ever, because he's by far the most interesting and tragic. Definitely. All right. Well, we will sign off here. Thanks so much for hanging with us, Rachel, and everybody out there who is watching this later. And we will eventually cover Original Sin. Hopefully. There's a lot of seasons stuff to get through. Maybe the next Dexter season that we cover should be Original Sin, since it's the prequel, you know.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, before we get to season 2. All right, guys. We will talk to you later. Have a great rest of your summer, and we'll see you real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.